Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. My name is Maika. Today I am filming my entire coat collection for you. I think it's been 2 years since I last did this, so there was definitely a little bit of a change around since that time, but there are plenty of coats that I still own because I don't like getting rid of coats if they are still good to go. I tend to wear coats a lot. They are the outerwear piece, and that's the first thing that people usually see you in. So that is why I definitely like investing in coats. However, I also like to get them on sale, and I just thought I could show you where my current coat collection is at. I will also be including some of the summer jackets that I own, and they are all living right behind me, right there in my hallway. I would love to put these on my rail for you, but my rail is not strong enough to hold all of these coats. It would just collapse, so that's why I want to keep them safe and sound in my hallway, and I'm just going to put every single one on for you, and I will tell you where it's from and what I like about them and why it is currently in my collection. So let's get to my coat collection. So this is of course not a coat, this is a jacket, and I thought we could do this video from most lightweight all the way to thickest. So this is definitely a very lightweight corduroy jacket that I bought from H&M I think 2 years ago, back when this first became a thing, and I like wearing either this or my jeans jacket in the summertime and the springtime mainly as well. So this is just a really nice like baby pink color. Let me come a bit closer. So you can see it has a really nice, like, stronger corduroy here. I'm wearing a very beigey blouse, so it doesn't really go with it, but it has a really nice color. I tend to wear it open like this, more so than anything else, but if I want to, I can button it up quite easily. Jacket number 2 is this army green parka. This is a jacket style that I've had as part of my outerwear collection for a very long time. This one is H&M as well. I tend to have a lot of H&M stuff. I do apologize. And I really like taking this with me whenever I travel because it's a nice lightweight jacket. It doesn't really add any bulk to your luggage. It's also one that's easy to carry around in like your hands if you're carrying it with you on a plane. And it's just a nice one. So jacket number 3, what is an outerwear collection without a leather, or in this case, a faux leather jacket? This is one I found at Forever 21, back when they were still located in Amsterdam. Again, this is something I won't wear closed, like I don't close this at all. I always wear it like this. When I wear it, I used to wear this a lot, back when I did a lot of like walking to and from places. Now that I use my bike more, I don't wear this a lot because it's not very practical on a bike, I have to say. It's got silver hardware, and that's what I prefer. It's got these little things at the top, and this just fits really nicely. And a faux leather jacket, I already mentioned it. It's something that I also always have in my outerwear collection. And then this is the last lightweight, like spring summer jacket that I own, and it's an oversized jeans jacket. This one is again from H&M, and I actually tried to hunt one of these down vintage, but they just weren't in my size. They were usually men's sizes. They came down to here. They drowned me too much. And then I found this on H&M, and it was a boyfriend oversized style darker denim jacket, and I was wearing this so much last year that I actually decluttered my more fitted lighter denim jacket in the springtime when I did a closet declutter, because I wasn't wearing that anymore at all, because I would always go for this whenever I want a jeans jacket, and this has been the jacket of the summer for me. This is the next coat, and now we're getting to coats that I like to wear this time of year, so more like transitional, fall weather, maybe in the springtime. However, this is definitely a fall jacket for me. This is one of the oldest coats I own, you guys, and this is Primark. Primark does some really good coats, actually. They're not the thickest usually, so I don't like them for like truly winter time, but this anorak like parka style with a really nice teddy lining was one that I bought when that first became a thing. Since then, I did have to replace the zipper on this because it has that lining all throughout the body. It's just super nice and warm. It's got a nice Kokie color. It has this really nice, again, high neckline to it. So this is something you can wear for quite a time without wearing any sort of scarf as well, and you're still very nice and toasty. Next up is this coat, and this is by Mango. And this is officially a blazer, believe it or not. But actually, because it has this very, I'm not sure if you can see that, let me come a bit closer. It has this like hairy leopard print to it. So I feel this is too warm to be worn indoors. So Mango was selling this as like a blazer, but I wear it as outerwear because it just works a lot better. This is again quite a boxy shape actually. And I quite like that because it again means you can put chunkier knits underneath it. And I actually have a scarf in like a houndstooth print that makes for some really nice sort of like print clashing that I can do with this coat. Moving on to the coat I'm wearing a lot at the moment. I bought this last year, I think at the end of winter, so I hadn't really had a chance to wear this a lot. But it's a duffel coat, and this is again from Primark, good old Primark. I do have to say that, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it starts to get a little bit of pilling now that I'm wearing it, especially on the sleeves. But I have found with another Primark coat that I used to own is that it does that at first, but then as it sort of like wears off, then the pilling disappears again. At least it was the same sort of material as this, so I think that will be nice. It has a teddy lining only in the hood. The reason why I bought this coat is because it has that duffel style closing. And I really like that, and I bought this to replace that other Primark coat that I just mentioned because it also had that, but from all of the use I had gotten out of it, these things had fallen off. This is going to be too cold for the true winter months because it isn't that thick, but for this time of year, it's been doing a really great job, and I love this color. This isn't really one that I have for style reasons, but yeah, you do need a raincoat if you live in the Netherlands, and I decided to buy one from H&M when I first moved because I knew I was going to ride my bike a lot more, and this is just one that I can button over almost every single coat I own and keep dry. This next black coat is the only black coat I own, and that's probably the only reason why I still have it, because I've never worn this out. Maybe once, I'm not entirely sure. The reason why I've never worn this out is because we haven't had super cold winters in like the past 2 years, and that's what I bought this coat for, because this is completely lined. Completely lined. Even the sleeves are lined with a faux fur. I just need to remember to use this because I've had it for 2 years, I think. I got it on the sale, I think. This is one of those sale purchases, and this is my only black coat, which is why I can't get rid of it. And I think I forgot to mention where the black coat was from, but like this green number, it is from H&M. And I just need to come up close so you can see the texture of this. It has, again, that very sort of hairy texture. It's like a very brushed wool, you could say, even though I don't think there is a single wool thread count in this entire coat. And this is a really nice one because it is quite warm despite it being not very thick. So it is a very warm coat, but it's not very thick, so it means you can layer still quite chunky knits underneath this and like scarves and things like that. And what I like about this is a really nice one if you're like walk a lot, because it has extra pockets for your hands. So this means your hands stay nice and warm. You still have regular pockets too. And I think it's a good thing that I decided to wear such a neutral outfit with this next coat. This is like one of those bathrobe kind of coats. Like you need to tie it like this, and you need to tie it really tightly because else it just looks a bit weird. This is one that I again bought on sale quite some time ago actually. I went shopping with my mom and I found this very randomly, and I think it was like they had extra % off on sale as well. And I didn't own a bright red coat anymore, and I had been looking for it for quite some time because I used to own that tan Primark coat in like a bright red from H&M that I loved. That was also a sale purchase, but that fell apart. So then I spotted this and I really liked it. I don't own any other like true bathrobe style coats apart from this one, and I think it's just a really nice bright shade. Gotten to that point in the video where I keep forgetting to tell you where coats are from, but that red one was from Only. This one is a really nice mustard yellow from Pull & Bear, and I got this last year, I think. Pull & Bear is also quite affordable. I believe they belong to the Zara group, and I really wanted a mustard yellow coat, and this very nicely fit the bill. It is just a very nice straight like shape. It's one that perhaps looks best if you don't button it up. You get nice pockets here. I just really bought this for the color. It is more like a cotton blend, so it's again not the warmest. It's more like for like the fall time, I would say. I'm not sure what I wore this coat with, but it's filled, like covered in fluff. And I've been taking a lint roller to it and I just can't get rid of all of it. So I do apologize if it looks a bit grubby. This is a Zara coat that I bought. You may have noticed that I own a yellow coat and a red coat and a green coat. So it would also make sense if I also owned a navy coat. And I was actually looking for more like a pea coat style. And I felt that this sort of fit the bill. It's very similar to the Pull & Bear one. That's single-breasted, this is double-breasted, so it's a little bit differently. It is quite open, so this needs a big bulky scarf, which is probably why it's covered in lint, because I have a very fluffy scarf that I bought not too long ago that goes well with this. So I think it's from one of the scarves I wore it with. But it's a really nice brushed wool coat, and this is a really nice like heavy feeling coat as well. This was such a great purchase because again, it's a bit longer. It just works really well for my day-to-day life, and it's still very simple and stylish. I prefer navy over black because I feel that black is just a bit blocky, and because a coat can be quite long and take up a lot of space. This is also a bit more of like a slim fit. It's still straight, but it's still like a slimmer cut. So this is really nice and just looks a little bit more tailored, a bit more put together, you could say. So this is the coat I like to wear when I want to feel a little bit more chic. A few years ago, I really wanted a gray coat, and that's when I bought this. This is actually a really nice coat as well. It has no collar, so it's not the best for like super cold weather because you definitely need a scarf to make sure you can stay warm. It has these like slit pockets, but more like bucket style, but they're incorporated in the coat. So this is again quite a chic one. It's a really nice one. It has a really nice cut to it as well, I feel. And again, it has that like little bit of a marl brushed wool sort of situation going on. Moving on to my newest coat. The last coat you saw was an Only coat as well. This one is again by H&M. H&M and Only seem to be my favorite ones, my favorite brands to buy from. This is, I can't show you the bottom of this, but this is super long, which is why I got it. And it has these like poppers, so you can just like pop it together to close it. So my red coat doesn't have any closures whatsoever, so it's not the warmest because that can like fly open. This one I thought made a really nice addition. It is a really deep navy with like a beige check, and I don't have that many printed coats, and I felt that this looked a lot more flattering on me. I tried this on, I think in the gray or in the beige as well, but like black, I felt that that made it too much of like one block, and this just works a lot better, I think. And this is the last of my like trench style sort of coats. This is definitely more like a traditional trench style, but without the sash. This is again by Only, and this has a Prince of Wales check. And I'm sure if you can see, but it has a beige and blue sort of line running through it. And this is a double-breasted coat, so it sort of like just buttons up. And it looks good whether it's buttoned up or not, I feel. This is just a nice one to wear again. This is not as thick as the other one. The H&M one I just showed you has a higher wool count than this does. So again, this is nice if it's not too cold yet. And the coat that I was referencing as like that's one where all the wind just goes straight through is this Zara coat. I bought this I think 6 or 7 years ago, back when I was like, I need a winter coat. So I already bought this, I believe, at the time in like August or something crazy like this. And this was at the start of the whole like bog teddy trend. So this is a teddy coat. It has a really, really cool, really humongous hood on it as well. But yeah, this is just a really nice one. It does have shorter sleeves, but it is really nice and warm and toasty. And actually, again, with this, the lining is like a tweed, and Zara did a scarf, I think a year or two later, in exactly this print, so I own that scarf. So a few years ago, I really wanted one of these, one of those like sheepskin, lammy kind of coats. These are never going out of style, it seems, and I found this on sale when I went shopping with my mom for like 15 euros. And you guys, it's one of the warmest coats I own, and it's still pretty stylish looking as well. This is completely lined with this like teddy material, like faux sheepskin material, and this just is the right length that you don't get very cold. Actually, now that I've put this on, I'm starting to get hot already because this just keeps in all of your body heat and it won't let go of it. Last but not least, my faux fur coat. I bought this last year from Mango, and it is a little bit like, I don't know, it's a bit ghetto perhaps, but it is again really nice and warm. And this has the fluff on the outside. The other one has the fluff on the inside, but this has a really nice fluffy, like, this is a really nice big fluffy collar. It is quite open, so it definitely needs a scarf, and it doesn't have much going on in terms of pockets. But it has that longer length, and what I find a lot of faux fur coats don't have is a good closure. A lot of them only close here, and then everything else is exposed, which for a winter coat, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I like that this had 3 buttons. This is from Mango. Did I already say that? I'm not sure. And again, it has that really lovely tobacco color, which I think is just really stunning with my blonde hair, and it goes with many different outfits. So those were all of the coats I own. I did a quick count. There are 19 of them exactly. So, I mean, I am a bit of a nerd like that I'm like, oh, I should have one extra to make a 20. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that in the winter sales, I will probably be looking for another coat to perhaps add. But I haven't had much luck with coats this year. That blue one is the only one I found that really look nice on me. So that's it. One year you're lucky, other years you're less lucky. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. And if you're wondering what makeup I'm wearing on my face today, then stay tuned, because on Tuesday I'm going to show you how I created this eye look. So stay tuned for that one. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!